Hey, everyone. It is the Let's Get Loud podcast with Jay Nay. Hello, Alicia. Good morning.
Hello, good
It's
morning.
like a business meeting. Hello, good morning. How are
Hello,
you?
good morning. I'm okay. How are you?
I am also okay. I am dealing with a sick kid right now, so it's like But other than that, I am actually shifting my perspective on winter and cozy times and slowing down.
Hey,
And so I'm excited about the time that is to come of
okay.
cold and just doing nothing.
I could use that shift because I'm already finding I'm like, wow, it's November 10th and it's really dark. It starts to get dark at 3 p.m. Like it's
Yeah.
5 p.m. and it's midnight. Like yuck.
Yes, I know, I know. So I guess I'm just like what do we say? Like kind of I'm sinking into it or I'm leaning into it. I'm
Easing
leaning into
into
yeah,
it.
easing into it and I'm like it's fine. It's fine. It just means that you're on the couch a little sooner because I don't know
Okay.
why. It doesn't change the plans, but at the same time, it like makes it more okay to be on the
It
couch.
yeah, and
Dia
also
was like,
I
this is
feel
the
like
longest day ever.
the kids organically go to bed earlier because it's pitch black.
Yeah. Yeah. Dia yesterday is like 8:15. She's like, I think I'm gonna go to bed. It's the longest day ever. Like it was just never ending. And she felt that way. And I was like, you know what? That's rare. Like that's rare that we hear that and feel that actually this summer because I didn't work this summer and I was like just time was just passing so slowly.
Yeah.
And my dad was like working like a dog on his deck like 24 hours, waking up early, whatever. And he's like, oh, it's just flying by. It's insane. Summer is just flying by. I'm like, you know what makes things not time not fly by? Not working, doing nothing, actually.
Yes.
And he's like, oh, that's my nightmare. Like it really is. Like he just like loves to keep busy all the time. And I'm like, I just felt like summer lasted forever. It was like, oh, it's still another beautiful day. Plus the weather was beautiful. Let's be real here. We
Yeah.
had an amazing summer. Anyways, I'm like preparing myself. I actually started a little winter project. So I'm like, okay, you're gonna be in a lot. It's gonna be more like kind of just boring puis plate là. So
Okay.
instead of a puzzle. I started bedazzling my spin shoes.
Okay.
Would you like to see it?
I really would.
Okay, perfect. I'll be right back. They're right here.
I mean, if you were like, I will give you $1 million to guess my project, I don't think I would have guessed bedazzling. Although I do know it's a thing. A lot of actually football players, I don't know if in the NFL, but like college football or whatever, it's like a thing. Like
Yeah.
I had asked Alfie, do you want to bedazzle your cleats?
Okay. Well, I was like, I don't know. I was like on the internet, and all of a sudden, I'm like, "Ugh, I'd really love my shoes to be nicer because they're
Okay.
really comfortable and nice, expensive spin shoes, but like they're black, right? So I'm like, oh, I wish. And when my other ones died at 15 years old,
Okay.
I was like, oh, I could just like cover up all like how hideous they are with bedazzling, but I'm like, oh, that's kind of a waste. And plus, they were dying. They were like there were holes. But I'm like, let's do it with these ones. So are you ready? I'm starting with one shoe. I'm going to do the whole shoe and we see how like it stays. So like this morning I
Okay.
lost two rhinestones, but here we
Oh,
are.
okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, are you like following a pattern
I
or
mean, and my own pattern in my head, but here's the thing. The shoe does have like a line here naturally, so
is
I like followed it, and then it
yeah.
does have this like line here, so I followed it, and then I created like a triangle here and did something different here. But I'm gonna like fill all of this, and I'm gonna try to fill a little bit here, but like all the things are here. So I might
Yeah.
just like stick to like this is the final.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
mean, there's a
enough.
lot of space on that other side to bedazzle. Like you got
I
some
know if
time.
I want the inside of it
Yeah.
bedazzled, there's a lot of space here for like this is more of a January thing here.
Yes.
But isn't it just so nice?
So it would drive me nuts to go to spin with one bedazzled shoe and one not
Uh,
bedazzled shoe.
I'm very chill about the whole thing. So
Yeah.
only one shoe is bedazzled for now.
Okay.
I think it like
So,
motivates me more to have one than like have like a little bit here, like both
right.
kind of shitty. Like at least I'm like
Okay.
almost done one.
Okay. I think you're going to need another winter project. I don't think that's going to last you the whole winter.
I know the other shoe is going to be the other winter project, but
Okay.
like I could like keep going. Like I could do a little bit more on top here.
Where does
Uh,
one buy bedazzles?
Amazon. Now, here's
And
the thing. It's like serious. Like, so it's like this heat that comes out of
oh,
this stick. Swear, if I touch my shoe with that, it goes straight through them. Like it is like you just go burn. Like it like I'm like, ow. So I have like this all these burns here because I'm trying to change the adapter for the different size of rhinestone. But yeah, it's all individually one by one.
so it's like a machine, a
Yeah.
bedazzler machine,
Yes.
and then with special bedazzles that fit that machine.
Yeah, so you have like different adapters that you change depending on
Wow.
the size of the rhinestone that you're choosing.
Wow. But
Yeah.
not just any rhinestone. Like it has to be like the kind of
I would say so, yeah, because it fits the rhinestone perfectly. So,
wow.
yeah, I seem to have lost one of the adapters. I don't know why. It's probably like under my carpet somewhere. But
Okay.
anyways, this is what's up, guys. This is what I'm up
We
to.
at the Stafford Hawkins household, I've just enforced some screen time rules.
Okay, I like that. Okay, makes sense.
Yep. I felt like I never really had to before. Like
Right.
Alfie pretty much manages it
Yeah.
himself, but now the girls and just with it being winter and we have a little bit less
Hmm.
sports and
Yeah.
stuff, I was
Yeah.
finding that they were just
Yeah.
on their devices a lot.
Yeah.
And just mindlessly scrolling, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I talked to Dia about it. I like to like and the same like it's more of a Dia's more of a rule follower. So anything that I would say if I'm like it's gonna fry your brain, she'll be like, "Oh my God." Like she just is like that, like kind
Yeah.
of. But she's self-aware. What I'd love for them, and I'm sure you're gonna agree, I'd love for her to like watch a series. Like I'm like, can you
Yes.
get off
Yes.
watching other people's non-real lives?
Yes.
And let's like watch a series. Watch anything.
Yeah.
I said I don't even care if it's TV 14. Like, look
Yeah.
at people have sex. I don't care. I want you to stop doing this
Yeah.
and see ridiculous things that are so mindless and
Yeah.
so like false. Like, no,
Yeah.
like what is happening? And silly almost and like aucune valeur. And I know that like
Yes.
watching a TV series doesn't have value, but I'm like, but I feel like TV series are at least are like there's like, oh, there was a message there. There was something, you know what I mean? Like, oh, there's like a relationship between the mom and the son, or I don't know, but it's not like just li
Well, I
almost like
think
fake lives on the internet. I hate it.
I mean, if you like took a person's brain waves while they're like randomly scrolling, it's also so just like quick, instant, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
right? Versus like you're sitting on the couch,
Yes.
you're watching a show. Like
Yeah,
I'm the
it's not the
same.
same. It's not the same. And it's been proven that it's not the same.
No.
Doing like this and doing this or
Yeah.
watching a TV show is not
Yeah.
the same. So I'm like, if we can at least switch from that to that, I love
Yeah.
that more. I feel like even watching The Summer Turned Pretty, it started conversations. It
Oh
started
yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like it's just not the same as like doing this. And I'm like, and if you want, and she's like, but I really like to hold it. Like I get what she means. And also like Noah is more of a TV watcher and not an iPadder. On iPad, he plays a game, like he'll play Roblox or whatever, and he needs like someone else to play with him. Like he likes like when Jeff plays with him or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so he's more of a TV watcher, so he's like kind of taking over our TV. If he's in the room, he wants
Yeah.
to watch the TV. But I told her like even figure skating videos. Like let's be on the internet where it's only about figure skating videos. Like that's
Yeah.
cool. Like watch them kind of perform and like get tips or whatever. But yeah, so it's one of the hardest parts of being a parent right now, huh?
Yeah, it is. And like I didn't set any rules of the TV. It's just
Right.
literally their
Yeah,
phones.
their
And so I
iPad.
just
Yeah.
went in the settings and I put like how much time they can be on
Yes.
Instagram,
Yes.
YouTube. Well, the girls don't have Snapchat, but Alfie on Snapchat and then like a few other things.
Yeah.
But it was only like 2 days. So what I did, I was like, hey, they're gonna need things to do.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not entertaining them either. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? This isn't the like mom project. So we like tidied up our whole like living room and got out like the puzzles, the games. I brought all their crafts up. I showed them all the stuff that they currently already own.
Yes,
And
I like that.
yesterday the girls like made bracelets while they were watching TV. And they both love to read, but I think when given the choice, they'll scroll.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But so then they were reading. So it was like it was good. And that's what we're working on right now in our home.
I like that for you. I like that. It's a it's constant battle.
It's a real thing. I'm grateful we do play sports because if we didn't have
Yeah.
sports, it would be wild.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm lucky Noah loves to play board games.
Board games?
Sorry. We have this like big, like the big board game book from 1997. I still have it, like OG from when I was little. And that he loves, like Serpent et Échelle and like whatever. So yeah, and he gets tired of it as well. Like probably like Elfie, like just like I'm tired of watching. Like I need other things to do.
Yeah,
But yeah, they'll grow and do random things and we'll be like, oh my God. But it
yeah,
is definitely a big part of the conversation right now.
it is.
Okay. What do we want to talk to the humans that are listening right now?
Well, I
Well,
feel like so as you guys are listening, our pilot enrollment program has been going for a couple weeks now.
yeah.
And so, just to remind you guys, we have some women within that program that basically it's like, okay, you want to lose weight? This is where you need to put your focus. And we also really recognize that people are busy.
Mm,
And so we've taken out all distractions from this program. And
yeah.
we've said you have what, and you have to do these things. You have
Yeah,
one coaching
mandatory.
session, you have to do your reflection sheet, and you have to do your daily activation, like homework, let's call
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's a check in every 2 weeks, a check in sheet. Well, this week, their activation homework, their daily task is to increase their calorie awareness and to try to skim off the top somewheres. And what this has brought up is so many people are saying, oh my gosh, no wonder I wasn't losing weight. I realized that I was consuming, and now I feel like there's this whole list that they were sharing with me of areas in their life where they were consuming literally hundreds of calories that they did not realize multiple times a day.
Awareness around like just in being intentional, like, okay, I'm about to eat this. Like, what is this? It's not about judging it. It's just, what is it? What is this? What is this giving me? Am I hungry? There needs to be intention behind you and this weight loss journey. Like it won't just like, because you were saying like you need to activate every day, like intentional, like you have to be, it won't just happen because it's not part of your routine right now. And I think that is probably what's happening in our enrollment program and what people are finding the hardest is that this is not just gonna happen. Like you're gonna have, like you want weight loss, effort will need to be put into. And I think what's been happening is that it with diet culture and just being on diets, the effort has always been about like eat this way, do this, lose weight. And that was the effort you needed to put in was like get on the diet, eat
Yeah.
the meal plan, do the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas our do the thing is be intentional, be aware, like be awake. Like we won't tell you what, but just like freaking be present in what you're doing and be intentional about you wanting weight loss. And everything else is going to follow with the knowledge of the calorie deficit, whatever. And I think that's the part where people struggle with being intentional and aware. It's kind of insane. And I'm like, you'll be able to follow this meal plan of eating barley soup for 2, 3 weeks, but that's all going to go to shit. So we're trying to get you a different skill, a skill of just being more awake and intentional in what you're doing and how your day goes by. How are you spending your time? What are you eating? Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And you don't always need to have a plan. I'll give an example. This morning, I was with you and I was like, oh, I'm getting really hungry. Now, before we started recording, I didn't have time to do, I was thinking about like an egg sandwich for lunch. That would be really good. Okay. My bread is really fresh. So I'm like, oh, a fresh, like you don't have to toast it though. You know what I mean? So it's like, and it goes like on your, in your palais. Oh, it's my favorite kind of bread. Okay.
Jose loves bread, by the way, guys.
Loves bread. So I was like, oh, that would be good. But there's no time for me to make it and enjoy it in the
Yeah.
3 minutes that was between our meeting and recording this podcast.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like, what do you want to do? Also, hate recording a podcast where I'm starving and can't wait
Yeah.
for it to
That's
be
not fun.
done. That's not fun.
No.
So I'm like, all that this is going to do, I'm like, what do I have access to? Is what I thought. What do I have access to right now? I was like, I don't have a Mama Tea. I didn't have that. I don't have that in my fridge. And I thought, oh, yesterday when I was cleaning my pantry, I found a Lara bar. I was like, oh, a Lara bar would be good right now. Okay. I don't even know how many calories is in Lara bar, like 170, 150,
Probably 200, maybe.
200. Yeah, yeah. I'd say between 100 and 200-ish.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that would be really good. And I'm like, that's going to keep me to the point where my sandwich can come later than just me starving. And the minute we're done, I'm gonna go eat it. And it was more like I'm being like aware, like, what do I want? I could make myself a toast, but you're gonna have toast later. It's just like, what do I have access to? What do I want right now? And I'm not like grabbing I don't know, a random thing that I'm not like accounted for. It's like, yeah, this is like an actual like not meal, but it's a snack. It's a snack to keep me for this. So I feel like you have to be like, what do I have access to? So you need to give yourself access to shit. Like you need to have things in your fridge, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
Like it's not
yes.
like so no one told me to eat a Lara bar. It's not in a meal plan, but it's what I have access to and I have the information of it. And also I have access to like what do I want right now? Did I want salt or sugar? Do I want, you know what I mean? Like kind of that's really how I go. I didn't have a piece of paper that said at 10 a.m. you're eating a Lara bar. I didn't know
Oh,
that I was going to eat a Lara bar today, but it was like, oh, I have access to it. I'm hungry. This seems like a good plan for right now. Like that's how you would be creating that flexibility in your life and your way, you know?
I think a lot of people are still struggling with the flexibility. And especially when you first start your weight loss journey, maybe with your weight loss, and for years you've always followed like the plan, and it's
Yeah.
almost like the freedom like panics you almost. And it's almost like you're like, but I don't know what to do, or and it's like, no, you do, like, because you're an adult and you've fed yourself. And really, how we want people, like, I didn't ask these people to change anything in their lives drastic. Like, we're going to make tiny little swaps. Like, I'm not asking you to take your entire grocery order and replace it
Mm,
with something different. That is the opposite of what I want you to do.
yeah.
And if you eat chicken nuggets and french fries every single night for supper, how about we just have a smaller portion of that to start and maybe add some broccoli for some fiber? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? These
Yeah.
are the changes that we're talking about. But again, I think it's people like panic because of the freedom.
Oh, for sure. And I think that we're distracting ourselves from just like learning more about ourselves and being like it's like a more of a distraction sometimes. I'm like, what are
We're
you?
complicating it. And
Yeah, and it's distracting
yes,
from the simplicity of what could be.
and in order to accept the simplicity, though, you need to accept the rules of the game.
Mm,
You need to accept calorie deficit.
yeah.
You need to accept that if you're not currently losing weight, it's not because of this long list of things. It is because you have not created a calorie deficit. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
it's accepting that is so huge. And also accepting that there's no perfect foods. There's no good
Mhm.
foods. There's no bad foods.
Yeah.
There's nothing you have to do.
Yeah.
It's like literally cleaning, like wiping the slate clean,
Yeah.
and accepting calorie deficit is step one.
If we could like, I think I'd rather, no, I would. So instead of giving like, you know, a 10 pound certificate, not certificate, but a coupon,
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to like clean the diet culture damage we have in our culture. Just like if we could just like restart, refresh, reset la culture envers ça and not have this inner good or bad about food, this inner diety way to be when we want to lose weight, I think we would create a better relationship with ourselves and know ourselves a little bit more and listen to ourselves a little bit more. Like that would be the gift. And that's what we're trying to do with ourselves and with our members is really to like clean that up. Like not just learn new shit, but unlearn old shit that has not served you. And it's hard because you believed those things for so long, but you need to have an honest moment and be like, believing that did not give me any of the results I wanted as well. It has left me feeling like this, and this. And I no longer want to feel this way. So I'm going to have to change how I think and kind of what I believe in to be able to live a different, completely different life, you know?
Big time.
Yeah. And not having that stress of like, this is good, this is bad. Like even us going out this weekend and being able to go to a restaurant and not like overthink everything is the dream. Like I
Yes.
every day I'm like, oh, this is me. And I remember me not living this life. And I'm like, oh, all she wanted was this. That's all she wanted. She didn't want a certain look or a certain whatever. Like all the whole time. Of course, I was uncomfortable in my body, but I think what I wanted was to no longer always want to lose weight forever and ever, but also not always feel like there's a good or bad choice or always contemplating what's the best. Like just what do you want right now?
I
And
know.
like, oh my gosh, like we're really there's a lot of noise for sure.
There's a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to hear some of the things that came out, like specific examples?
Yes, go.
Okay. So one thing was like healthy meals. So someone was like, "Oh," and I see this all the time. I made myself a smoothie. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're like, "Oh, this smoothie." I'm like, "Cool. How much energy is in your smoothie?" Well, no idea, but it has banana and an avocado and this and this and this and this and this, and it's like amazing. That is a
Great.
very
Nutrient dense. Yeah.
nutrient dense choice, but that is a 600 calorie smoothie.
Yeah, which there's nothing wrong with it. But if
Nope.
2 hours later you're hungry and looking for a piece of bread, you know what I mean? Clearly that wasn't like, would you eat? And I would say this, like, I always think of a Big Mac. A Big Mac
Yeah.
is 550 calories, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm like, would you replace that with a Big Mac? Would you eat a Big Mac for breakfast? And you'd be like, no, like whatever. And it's like, then it's the same amount of calories it's in your body, not the same amount of nutrients. And I'm sure if you ate a Big Mac, an hour later, you don't want bread, or 2 hours
No.
later, you know what I mean? So, and also that's all different because some people, protein a shake will keep them for
Yeah.
4 hours. So
Yeah.
I think it's just like learning that, but also not being like, oh, it was only a smoothie. It was
Exactly.
a smoothie.
Exactly.
And
Or even
that
a
is, yeah.
salad. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I barely ate. I didn't have a lot for dinner. I had a salad. A salad can easily be
More than a
600.
sandwich.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Another big one was add-ins in their coffee.
Okay. Yes.
So I don't know what happens when you're just pouring the creamer thing, but I am always shocked at how many tablespoons you manage, even when I'm watching it with my eyes,
Yeah.
versus if I measure.
Yeah.
Like it just is what it is. Like
Keeps pouring.
if you have not measured your creamer, I guarantee you are consuming more energy in your creamer than
Yeah.
you realize.
Yeah. Oh, I for sure.
And that's my one. I always talk on that one. And I say, like, just measure it just for one day. And then you decide. Like, you could be like, oh, wow, I have 300 calories of creamer in my coffee, but that's worth it to me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. 1,000,000%.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just we don't want you guys feeling broken, confused,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yes.
It's having that full picture.
Yeah.
Another one for people was like restaurant food,
Okay.
which there's a reason why at the restaurant things taste really good, guys.
Yeah.
And this one is not always accessible to you, the awareness piece, because not all, like we went to Gusto. There was no, I don't know what
Yeah.
was in what we ate at Gusto,
Yeah.
but I know the French fries were deep fried, and I know anything deep fried is super high in calories.
Yeah.
But just the portions at restaurants,
Yeah.
and again, it's not that you can't eat out, but it's just create awareness around that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Anything else?
I mean, there's a million.
There's a
Mindless bites, the
Mm.
extra bites.
Yeah, that's a massive one. Yeah.
Huge because you're not taking bites of broccoli. You're
Yeah.
taking bites of like the mac and cheese, the potatoes, the this,
Yeah.
and you're having 2 or 3 bites. That's 100 calories right there. Boom.
Yeah. Probably per bite.
That that doesn't even feel like you ate anything
That's
either.
the thing. You don't it doesn't
Register it.
register as like I just had 300 calories, but when I ate my Larabar, I registered that I ate a bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's just it plays a role in what's coming up next and kind of your perspective of your day, and that can be lead to confusion or disappointment. And that's what we want to like
Uh,
eliminate
yeah,
is
exactly.
the disappointment or the confusion behind it, because I think that's one of our superpowers. Listen, if I don't lose weight right now, I don't weigh myself, but like when I am not losing weight, I'm not questioning like why not? Like I know right away, like I think it's so refreshing to not have the confusion behind it. It's like I know if I wanted to, this is what I would do, and this is and so Jeff is on a calorie deficit journey again.
Okay, Jeff.
So he was just pushing, I think, 205, 210. So he was pushing like his limit of like where like pants don't fit and I'm uncomfortable. And so he's like, I'm gonna do a probably like a month of calorie deficit, kind of see where it leads me, and then we'll see. And I was like, cool. So there was the 1 week he started like it was a random Monday and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna start calorie deficit." Cool. So then no snacky that night. Like it was just like little things like that that I noticed. Switch from eggs to egg whites, switch from 2 pieces of bread to 1 piece of bread. So it really is he's still really much living his life. Like there's really nothing. I see him take probably less like a one plater at my mom's and not like kind of keep going. He's not a snacker. He doesn't snack in the afternoon. He like really has his meal. That's about it, right? He doesn't leave with a lunch box and snacks. Like he just literally goes to work and then he probably goes to Subway. I saw that he picked a 6 inch instead of a 12 inch. Like so, and I'm pretty sure right now I think he's finishing his second week. He's not as hungry as probably the first week. Because I remember we're sitting on the couch, he's like, I am hungry. And I'm like, well, you're in a calorie deficit, like clearly.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's grabbing, so he's like in the pantry and he's like, I'm just gonna do a protein shake. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna stay hungry, but he's like,
Hmm.
I'm feeling hungry sooner. And I'm like, it means that it's working. You're doing what needs to be done. So he lost 4 pounds the first week, but I saw the changes right away. He's doing the things that are quite simple. There's not like he's literally eating the same thing. Didn't ask me to buy anything different. You know what I mean? It's just he's switching for smaller portion or switching up, like not having his snacky, which is the Costco size muffin with ice cream every Monday night. He would eat
I
that.
mean,
He has a protein shake or one of his protein bars. Know what I mean? I can see, like, it's been 2 weeks and I see it already that he's like, il est moins gonflé. Know
oh,
what I mean?
really?
Like,
You
he's
can
always
tell
muscle, but
already.
you can see fat on top of it. Like this morning when he came down without his shirt on, I was like, you can already tell that you've lost weight. Like he's just like less, you know what I mean? And I'm like, where are you going with this? Like what? And he's like, oh, I don't know. I just felt like I was like at the limit. Like it's time for me to whatever. It's like I was definitely eating when I was not hungry sometimes as well, it's just like kind of out of habit. And I just love again his non-drama and how simple it like he just is like I'm doing a calorie deficit. There's no drama about it. We still have date night. We still order the same thing. He just like takes 1 piece of fish instead of two. Like it's so simple, you guys. And I know for him, you're like, he's a man. I'm like, let's stop doing that. It doesn't help us. He is actually making changes. I see them. He's not just like he decided to lose weight and he's losing weight. No, he made changes, is what in his regular routine. And I see them and it's obviously consuming less. Also upped his cardio, right? So he typically doesn't do cardio. But like last night, he's like, I'm gonna go like 20 minutes on the treadmill, which is not the other day he went for a run. So he ups his cardio to just, I don't know, he like switched it up a little bit.
Energy out. He's getting more energy out. He's using
Yeah.
that part of the
Yeah.
formula.
Yeah. So
And
he
it's
it's just
not
so cool
like
to watch.
and Jeff doesn't count calories either, guys.
No, no, it doesn't
So
count as protein either. Like, but he's high
he
protein with his choices.
he doesn't need to know how many calories he was consuming before or how many calories he's consuming now. All he needs to know is I'm making changes that actually result in less energy in, and then I'm gonna see how it goes. Like I'm sure that if he had have made maybe lesser changes and after week one the scale didn't move, he would say, huh, maybe I'll keep
Yeah.
going another week,
Yeah.
or I'm going to make more changes. And
Yeah.
then, like, just letting it happen a little bit
Yeah.
more organically and
Yeah.
not the like, must lose a pound a week, must know all the things, blah, blah,
Also,
blah, blah,
must
blah.
change my meals. Like he literally has not changed a meal. Like, I mean, the only thing eggs to egg whites, but like
No,
that's and
that's,
measures the egg whites, 2/3 of a cup. Like he just like is like, okay, well, whatever. So he knows that that's less than 3 eggs, 3 full eggs,
yeah.
you know? And again, 2 pieces of bread and goes to one. But and he knows that hunger is a part of being in a calorie deficit. So he's like, okay, I'm feeling hungry. He's not like staying miserable. He's like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna pick a protein dense food right now because that's what I'm working on. I also love that like he doesn't say it for a month before he does it. Like when he says he wants it, he starts. Like in my mind, that is such a big part of you and I are the same. Like when we want like we don't like, maybe blah, blah, blah. It's like you think about it, you kind of keep it to yourself. Like I'm not feeling comfortable. He probably felt that way for a little while, but until he was ready, he did it. Like, okay, I want this. This is my focus right now. It's like being awake about it, like being intentional about it. A lot of you have been mindlessly trying to lose weight. mindlessly trying to lose weight. You haven't been awake around it. You haven't been intentional about it. You've been just saying it and it's not creating the results. And then you're sad about it or whatever. And it kind of stays you but then you have this perspective that you wanted to lose weight and you didn't get it. No, you were mindlessly wanting weight loss. You have to mindfully want it. You have to be intentional about it. It's very much I want this. And it's the like you wake up and it's the focus. Like it's how am I going to do that today? Because it's what I want. How am I going to be
Yep.
protein dense? How am I going to be nutrition dense? Yeah.
Nutrient.
Nutrient nutritious.
Exactly.
Yeah. I just feel like he makes that decision. He went for it. He made it his way. Like he's like and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my God, Jeff just wants to lose weight, so he loses it. Yeah. And if you wanted to lose weight, you could lose weight too. Like, I'm like, you also have
If
access to that.
do you want to eat one less piece of bread? Do you want to go for a run? Like, you know what I mean? And not that
Yeah.
you have to do those things, but like he did make changes.
He did make changes. I see them. I can't be like, oh my God. And he's heavier and he's made, big changes where he's hungrier, way smaller portions. He's probably cutting out 500 to 600 calories a day. And he is a 200-pound man. Like, of course, he's going to lose 4 pounds in a week. You know what I mean? And that's what would probably happen if you really created intentional weight loss. And it's okay if you don't want to. I'm just saying it's important when you say you want something that your actions show that. And I think that
Consistently
is
show
what
that.
want is. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that is what want
So
is. Yeah.
we just touched on a few things, and those
Yeah.
examples that Jose gave were exactly what we've been doing with the enrollment program when it comes to
Yeah.
skimming off the top,
Yeah.
which is a concept we're going to share with you guys a little bit more. And we decided we were going to do a webinar.
Right.
It's going to be on November 18th.
Well, it's today because this podcast is coming out on November 18th.
It's today.
Yeah, it's today.
It's today. Isn't November 18th a Tuesday though? And doesn't this come out on a Monday?
Oh, right. You're right. Oh my God, you're so right. It's tomorrow.
Okay, so perfect. It's tomorrow.
Yeah. Link is in
And
the show notes.
yeah, links in the show notes to sign up. We are going to and we'll send you the recording if you sign
Yeah.
up. So make sure even if you can't watch it live, you sign up.
Yeah.
And we're going to go through like the full list of you think you're losing, I'm not eating that bad, and
Yeah.
how to identify areas where more energy is going in than you realize. And then our tips going forward if you want to create an intentional calorie deficit, how to do that without these massive lifestyle shifts. That is a part of it. It's like a two-pronged approach that we do. It's
Yeah.
like we're going to work on these bigger habits, but that takes time. But while we're doing that, we're also going to work on the tiny little things that can make a big difference, like today.
Yeah. Love it. Okay, this was good, you guys.
So good.
Also, just because I'm thinking about it and we have 7 minutes, this morning, Alicia and I were talking, and we're talking about our consistency in moving our bodies and how we've been consistent for a decade, I would say by now, like of moving our bodies very much consistently. And here's the thing. In the last decade, we've had children, we've had sick children, we've had meetings, we've been sick. There's so much that happens and we've been consistent through it all to the point where today, if we were to just look at today and you're like, oh my God, like for example, like I have a son that has a really high fever for what makes me feel like forever, but it hasn't been forever, you guys. But like there's this woman who's in my class and she like loves my class. She's like, so I know Noah's sick. Are you like gonna be the instructor or whatever? And I was like, of course, like I can't wait for my 7 p.m. class. Like it's the highlight of my day. Like I've been on that couch for all day, very much looking for my Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC battle tonight. Like this is. And so I was thinking about like, she goes, oh, I didn't know if that was going to be like whatever. And I was like, it needs to be quite serious for me not to show up at a class. Like I just
Yeah.
physically cannot be there, or
Yeah.
it's something very serious that need my attention. And then it started to get me thinking, and I was like, we're at a place where even if our kids are sick or whatever, like they have another adult that can take care of them for an hour and it's going to be okay. We want to go. It's a part of like what makes us us. And I feel privileged every time that moving my body is so important to me. Like I see the value of it and I love it so much. And I know you
For
feel the
me
same
right
about
now,
walking.
it's the busy conversation that
Yes.
keeps coming up a lot right now
Yeah.
for people.
Yeah.
And they're just basically telling me why they are too busy to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
And like it's like
I
I
I
don't have
agree. I'm
that.
like,
Like
I
that's
don't
not
have
a
that either. Yeah.
that's not a thing. Like
Yeah.
this is my standard. Like even if I'm busy, I brush my teeth.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I also see that it doesn't actually even take that many minutes to take care
Hmm.
of myself,
Yeah.
really. So
Yeah.
it's like it's I guess what we're trying to say is it's not that we have the perfect conditions
No. Yes.
to
Yes.
to do all the things. It's that no matter what we do them.
Yes. And listen, I would say there's two types of people. People that say they're busy and don't want to hear that they're not that busy. Listen, you stay busy. You stay busy and you do your thing. Moi, ça change rien de ma vie. And then there's people that are like say they're busy, but deep down you know you're not that busy and you are distracting yourself doing other shit like bedazzling your shoes and saying you're busy. And it's very funny because the number one thing that I hear a lot of people that see me, they're like, "Hey, you're busy, huh?" That's what they say to me. And I'm like, I don't feel busy. And I'm very privileged that I have this like very flexible life and whatever. But I'm like, I don't like it's not something that I'm like the minute I see someone that I need to say how busy I am. You know what I mean? Also, my kids aren't in a lot of things, and then we're pretty chill over here. Okay. But and this is why I can bedazzle my shoes. All right. But I'm like, I feel like when I'm also not doing my bed, not doing other things, and I like Jeff arrives and but I've bedazzled my shoes. Okay. I can't be like I was too busy that I didn't do the laundry. I was like, I just didn't want to do the laundry today. I wanted to
Yeah.
bedazzle my shoes. Like I
Yeah.
actually like say that. And rarely do I say, Jeff, mom, whatever. Noah, I was too busy today. Some
Yeah.
days though, every single second is taken. I'm like,
Yeah.
listen, there was no minutes today. It is
Yeah.
what it is, like whatever. And I did not prioritize that with my minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's not about like you don't have time. It's more about like what you're doing with your time. Like, because you have time. And I think if you look at the end of the day and you love everything that you do with your time, like you're winning. You know what I mean? I think it's more like, I have to do this, I have to do that. Meh, 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 meh. And then it's like, is this a distraction? Like, do you have to do that today? Like, was that, or do you have to be on that committee and that committee and that committee? Do you have to do all these things? And if you love it, then you shouldn't be complaining about it. Like there's like this whole thing about time. It's very
Mm.
interesting. And I've
Yeah.
complained a lot in my life about things, okay? And then I'm like, okay, no, you stop complaining. If you like, you don't complain that you're at the arena anymore. I don't complain about being at the arena anymore. It is definitely a choice that I do it. And now I see a different perspective of it and I actually really enjoy it. And it's, yes, takes 2 hours every single day of my day to be at that arena, to drive her there and whatever. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, it's so a lot, and it's a lot, 5 days a week, sure. But I get to like shift my perspective completely about how I spend my time there. And then I definitely don't feel bad when I leave at night to go do my spin class. I just spent 2 hours you doing your thing and watching you. Sometimes
Hmm.
to remind her of that. I'm like, Dia, it's like as if I wanted you to come watch me spin, is what you're doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, it's literally the same thing. Please just come sit in a corner and watch me thrive and
Yeah.
love what I'm doing so much. She goes,
Yeah.
"Well, it's not that boring." I'm like, I don't think watching spin is boring. You don't think watching you skate is boring, which I don't, but like, you get what I mean? I'm like, it's a lot.
Five times a week. I
Five
mean,
times a
listen,
week on repeat. Yay, you can
it's
land your
also the
axle
same.
again. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
very
listen,
repetitive.
I go to my kids' sports, but like there's
There's a
action, there's
game. Yes,
events, there's
you're
a
winning, you're
game.
losing. Yes, yeah. There's none of that. Zero of that.
I
Zero.
would also never go and sit at a practice.
Okay. Well,
You know what
see,
I
think
mean?
of Dia. It's a 10-month season, and she has 3 to 4 competitions.
Yeah.
So it's like a 10-month season. There's only 3 games.
Yeah.
Everything else is a practice. It's
Yeah.
something. Anyways,
Yeah.
I just feel like instead of saying you don't have time, I would just go and create awareness around your time. What am I distracting myself on? And every time I say that, people are like, oh, I scroll a lot. You
Oh my.
scroll a lot, guys. And if you're not
Yes.
scrolling and you're filling your day with going outside and doing this, you have a full life. Good for, like I think that's incredible.
And also time for what? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So like
yeah,
I always tell people if you're feeling this overwhelmed, I need you to take
yeah.
exercise off the
We need to
table
clean. Yeah,
because that's the only thing that takes more time.
yeah.
Eating in
Other
a
than that,
calorie
yes.
deficit does not take more minutes.
Love that. Okay, we're gonna end with that. Please join us for our webinar tomorrow at 10 a.m. If not, we will send you the recording. So please sign up for it. It'll be worth it. Have a great day, everyone. See you next week. Bye.